Vino Stitchers.
I'm Katie.
And I'm Robin.
And today is April 17th, 2024.
And we are on Vino Stitchers.
Flosstube number 3.
Welcome to everybody. We're so happy that you decided to join us. We're excited with everybody that has viewed all of our past videos, and we love reading all of your comments. And we're really excited to be back. We've been trying to get, we've had a busy several weeks.
It's been very busy the past few weeks between the retreat and wedding planning and just, you know, life is getting busy. So
yeah, we'll talk about that. Before we get started, we need to share with you the wine of tonight's choice. So we are drinking tonight a Casillero del Diablo. It is another
surprise.
Chardonnay. We're going to promise to try to get something different, but like I said, I had a lot of Chardonnay stocked up.
So we're going through it. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
So we've got some Chardonnay, and this is our first evening Flosstube. So cheers.
Cheers.
We're going to indulge. Why not?
Why not?
After a long day of work.
We also have to mention that we are in the midst of getting ready for a storm here. And we're trying to get our Flosstube in before the storm hits. We already had one
downpour and thunder, lots of thunder and lightning,
and it's supposed to get worse. And
so
she actually just got a tornado watch
on my phone, so
we're hoping that nothing major happens.
We'll hold off until at least we finish up with this, so we don't have any weird background noise.
Right. So what have you been up to in regards to the wedding these last few weeks?
So wedding planning is going good. I got to try my dress back on, got it altered. You know, they're gonna hem it and do a few other like bustle and all that, so I got to try back on. Good news is I still love it. I haven't changed my mind about this one.
It is beautiful. It fit her really well.
Fit very well. I was a little worried about that, about, you know, it's always a little scary.
And the lady that we have doing it is going to do a fabulous job. She's actually a distant relative, I guess. I mean, like a second cousin to you.
Second cousin.
And she's come highly rated.
She's also doing my mom's dress.
She's also doing mine. So I was there.
She's also got hers altered as well.
I was there like a week or so before her, and we had heard about, we weren't sure who to go to. It's hard to find somebody that you can trust. So we kind of put a message out to people, who do you recommend? And they all highly recommended this lady, and she actually had gone to Kent State, which we didn't even realize, for fashion design.
Yes,
so she's
a real true fashion designer.
Yeah, very highly qualified.
Just talking to her, she knows what she's doing. You know, my dress has like a lot of lace on it, and you know, she knew exactly what to do. I'm like, I'm not sure how you hem lace, but
something about taking it off,
taking off the trim,
and then hemming it, and then putting the lace back on. Some of you seamstresses out there probably,
I'm sure you guys
understand, but that's definitely not our forte. So,
no.
But so we had that. We've also are getting ready for the shower.
The shower is our first big event coming up at the beginning of June. So we are like really a month and 2 weeks.
It's getting like
a month and a week or something like that. So the things are flying. The time is flying by. You know, we just have to get on this.
We have for the shower. We thought about what our theme was going to be, and we decided on. We're big Taylor Swift fans. We attended the Taylor Swift concert last summer that a lot of people did. And so we decided to do a lover-themed Taylor Swift shower. And so everything, you know, is going to kind of be revolved around that. We have a balloon arch being built that's going to be...
The colors are really like pastel-y purples and pinks and oranges, like really, really pretty, and butterflies. So that's kind of the theme. And, you know, lovers, like, you know, getting married, you're in love.
Yes.
Know. So... You know,
and we're going to make, another thing we have planned is we're going to do friendship bracelets.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have friendship bracelets on the table, and then we'll do a prize drawing on picking some of the songs from that.
That's a big thing at the Eras tour. So we have lots of big plans. It's going to be really cute.
It's going to be a fun thing, but we got to get through that.
Yes. And then right after we finish this up tonight, we are going to work on wedding invites. That's our next big thing, because I should have sent those out a while ago, probably.
So that it's time to get those.
The time, you were like, oh, you have time, you have time, and then all of a sudden you just, you're like, oh my God, it's coming. So that's what we're feeling about the wedding.
That's been a busy time. And then the other busy thing that we've been doing is we went to the Steel City Stitchers Retreat.
Yes,
oh my gosh.
We had the best time.
Such a good time. I can't even tell you. We kind of actually almost compared it to going to a Taylor Swift concert because If you've ever attended a Taylor Swift concert,
The
everybody's
vibes were
happy.
similar,
Everybody's
yes.
happy. Everybody's having a great time.
Everybody's in their element.
Nobody's in a bad mood. Everybody's just
everybody was so
friendly
kind and nice.
They
and
just come around and
chatty.
talk to you, and
Yeah.
it was. I can't say enough. We can't wait to go back again next year.
Yes.
The ladies that put it on,
They did a fabulous
they were
job.
awesome. Aaron,
So
Kristen,
nice.
and something J. I can't remember the last one, but they were wonderful. They were wonderful. We can't speak enough about how wonderful they were.
We actually had so much fun.
Yeah.
That we booked a second Stitch retreat
Yes.
with my cousin Denise and my Aunt Susan, and we'll be going to Philly to the Sweater Weather retreat.
Yeah, I was going to give you some information on that. It's put on by the Rebel Stitcher. It is in Philadelphia. It's called Sweater Weather, and it is October 25th through the 27th.
So it's gonna be Halloween. It's gonna be fall vibes.
And being in Philadelphia, and it's kind of like
it's
right
gonna be so
down
fun.
in a real nice area of Philadelphia. There's a lot to do around
Right
the
on
area.
the water. I was looking at pictures, like the boat. These giant boats come in and they like dock like right there by the hotel.
Yeah.
So we're very excited about that.
Yes.
It'll be our next retreat.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to the retreat that we went
So,
to.
at the retreat we were at, the Crafty U was there.
The Crafty U.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing. I can't say enough good
We
things about
love the
the
Crafty U. It is located in, is it Cincinnati or Cleveland?
Ohio. Must be close to Cleveland.
Yeah, so it's a couple hours away from us.
Yeah.
And every time we kept thinking we were done, we're not going to go back. But then something comes up and someone bought something, so we had to
That's
go
the
back.
shop we
And then
go.
you would find new things. She had so much stuff there. I mean, we will share some of our purchases with you. There was so much. They were so fabulous. The lady that owns it was just fabulous, helpful. The people were helpful.
The selection was unmatched. You could go up. We would go up. I would look all around, think I got everything. Go up again, find something new. Go up again, find something new. And they were so helpful, and so many fabrics.
The
and
fabrics,
patterns,
they had all different
finishing
count
pieces.
sizes of fabrics.
Everything.
Colors. I'm going to show you some that we purchased.
So well stocked.
Oh, Jody is the other one. Jody is the other. Sorry, Jody. But she also had a, she
she had
dyes
her
fabric.
fabrics.
And I'm going to show you one that I bought of her. She had all this fabric that she brought that she dyed. She does beautiful fabric. And like I said, those three ladies were fabulous. They did a great job on that retreat. And we can't wait to go back. We're excited.
Yeah, we had the best
So
time.
if you are interested in going to that next year, they said just kind of follow them. They have their own Flosstube channel. And there'll be information on that Flosstube about... They said it would be later this summer. They'll start putting information out about the retreat next year, and it'll probably be around the same time in April, they're saying. They think. They haven't had the dates.
Highly recommend going.
Yeah, great time.
We had the best time.
Yeah.
So.
Really in a nice area of Pittsburgh near the airport, so if you fly in,
Yep,
you
not
can
too
stay
far
right
from the
there.
airport.
We found a fabulous
An
restaurant.
amazing restaurant.
Oh my gosh.
We went back both nights, which we don't do that.
No.
We don't do that. But
It's called...
Project 412.
That's it, yeah.
Project 412, and they have risotto and like steak skewers and roasted vegetables. It was so
And wine.
good.
We had a lot of wine.
Our waitress was fabulous.
She got to know us by name, and she was, the next night we had her the same waitress, and they just treated us like we were family.
So nice.
They were so nice to us.
The food was excellent, and the prices were good for what we got. I mean, we had so much fun. So
Would highly recommend that restaurant if you live in the
Project
Pittsburgh
412.
area.
Yeah,
It's, or if you're in town, just go check it out.
go check it out for sure.
So I think that's all of our
what we've been up to.
Yeah, it's been a lot.
It's been a lot. It's been busy.
And we've been trying to get back to another Flosstube.
I'm trying to get back to another Flosstube and trying to get back to stitching. So I'm a little late on my stitching because I've been busy.
Even though she was at a retreat, she's still away.
You'd be surprised. You don't get that much stitching done at a retreat.
People probably know
have
that
to
when you go to a retreat. Yeah.
You have to eat. You have to talk.
You have
You
to
gotta run
drink. You
around.
have to run around and visit with people. You
I
have
mean,
to go walk around and see what other people are doing.
There's a lot to do. So
There's a lot to do.
I didn't get as much stitching done as I
No.
thought I would.
You think when you're going to retreat, you're going to get a lot done, but doesn't really happen.
Yeah.
So we're going to start then with our FFOs. Our first one
Yes.
is our retreat piece
Yes.
that we did.
We both
and
did.
this was designed by Dirty Annie's.
Yes.
And here it is. And
Here's our
which
finish.
neat is they're kind of different.
Yes. So Erin from Steel City Stitchers helped us through this. They call it a flat fold.
I mean, look how cool that is.
This was such a cool finish. It was like 3 or 4 pieces of fabric and a couple pieces of cardboard and some hot glue. And it makes this little stand. I don't know if you can see. This little stand. I mean, how cute is that?
Maybe some of you have done this. This was I had seen flat folds.
Yeah.
but never really had a chance to make it. But if you don't want to buy a big retreat piece.
It was so cool to see it come together. She's like, glue this together. I'm like, what? I'm
going
going to mess this up. Actually, I did mess mine up. There's supposed to be cotton.
Batting.
Yeah.
In here, and I messed it up on the back.
It's on the back.
But you can't tell.
It's still.
But we
really
just
cute.
had Erin was so great.
She was very helpful
at talking us through this. And then she actually has a video. If you're not sure how to do a flat fold, she has a video on the Steel City Stitchers, their page. And she talks through how to do a flat fold. And I'll probably use that again because even though we did it, I would have to refresh myself. It was
a really neat finish, I think.
Yeah,
and below cost versus buying all the finishing.
So that's our first FFO that we're really excited about.
That is my first and only FFO. So.
Oh, first and only.
First and only. So Mom's going to take it from here.
Okay, well, and you can kind of help it. My first one was an exciting piece. I've been working on the Patriotic Tiny Town. I've actually had this going for a while. I think I might have started it even last summer, and I just, it's one of those things that I worked on and then I put away. Well, I decided to take it with me to the retreat because I really wanted to get some of these tiny towns done because I love them all. And
They're so cute.
I have this one started. I'll just go ahead and finish it. And I was debating how am I going to finish and how am I going to finish it. I thought about, my plan was to do this drum because I really didn't have anywhere to put something this big. So the day we went into the retreat, I'm on my phone, perusing Instagram like you do and through all my stitchy stuff. And one of the things that came up was completing this on a wooden spool, a wooden spool. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I love that. I'm like looking how to do that. So I go into the Crafty U. What do they have sitting there?
They had tiny town spools. Literally, that's what they're called.
They're tiny town spools. And they're designed. So I'm going to show you how I finished mine. How it turned out. I mean, I love it.
How adorable.
You can just see.
The spool is by Pete's B. Skeps.
Yeah, and there's the name at the bottom if you can see that. Pete's B. Skeps.
So I don't know if you can order it from the website.
I did go. The only thing I found, he might have a website, but I did see there's a YouTube channel, and they have all kinds of these spools.
Yes, all different sizes of spools.
And then you just kind of finish it, and then you put your ties, and I just used twine. But I thought, maybe even making fabric straps you could use and sew those in. But I just love how it turned out. And these spools are so pretty.
Well made and pretty.
They're heavy and
they're really, really nice.
So there was my...
How adorable is that?
So I'm very excited now to do...
Also, you did a tutorial on how to finish this if you missed the last video. So that's up on our channel as well.
Right. I actually went on YouTube to try to... Because I wasn't sure. Like I said, they had a picture of this, but there was no directions. And I'm like, surely somebody has done this. I could not find any kind of tutorial on how to do it. So I'm like, well, I'm going to record myself and I'm just going to wing it and try to. And so I did put a tutorial up. It was my first ever tutorial. So if it seems a little, over the place, that's why. Because
she's figuring it out.
I'm just figuring it out. But it
turned out very good. The video is great. The finish is great.
Yeah.
And
I'm really excited about it.
I love that spool. I think that's such a unique little piece.
So I will probably I will be using that for all of my Tiny Town finishes.
Really cute.
My next one, I talked about this last time. It was a finish. This is my Year of Celebrations. This was the pattern from Hands On Designs. And I finished the April. I think I had it finished last time, but not FFO'd. So I found this little frame at Hobby Lobby. Easel, yeah. And it was it said coffee or something on it. I took the little wooden coffee thing off, and then it made a perfect spot for these little finishes. And I did magnets on this, so I can just switch out.
Gosh, I love that.
You can see where I took off the coffee thing. And then I can just change it out each month. And I just love this little frame. It was so cute because it'll be perfect for these little squares. So that was my second FFO. And then...
Cute, love that.
The last one...
And a very exciting one for her.
A very exciting one. And it was actually one of those purchases. I went into the Crafty U at the retreat.
The Crafty U.
And they had this booklet. And I'm like, I've been holding off getting this booklet. I had almost all the other Primrose items that they had put out at market. And I'm like, oh, I'm not going to do the monthly minis. I'm not going to. So I go in there. I couldn't resist it.
What do they have sitting there?
What did they have sitting there?
The 12 monthly minis.
And oh my gosh, look how cute they are. So of course then we had to go on and order the pins too.
And I also, since you have yours out, I might as well. I did the same thing. I also bought it.
We both bought it. Yeah.
I wanted this beautiful book. I thought I could probably use,
I mean, until you see, and they kind of talked about at the...
But the book is so, well made. Here's a picture from the inside.
They talked about it, I think, on their one Flosstube about how they didn't want to sell this as a PDF because the book is just so well done, and they did a lot of...
It's really quality made.
And when we saw it, we're like, I wasn't planning on getting it, but I need to do this monthly minis. So anyways, I did my first monthly mini.
That's the monthly mini.
And I decided to do I was in the patriotic mood because I was working on the...
The Patriot is in the patriotic mood.
Yeah, I told you I'm a patriot. So here it is. My first monthly mini, the July one. And then I have the little pins stuck here at the top. I decided to do the palm from Lady Dot Creates. On theirs, they just have them plain, so you could do it really either way. But I just decided on mine, I'm going to try to do like some different colored palm, for different pillows. And then I did the back, kind of like they talked about in their videos, where you have your hole and then you put the fabric pieces over top of it. I love the pins. We had to get the whole pin pack.
She has the whole pin pack. I didn't purchase that yet.
No.
Debating whether I should, but I really want to.
I know. They're so adorable. I just love how it turned out.
And this is your first 28.
Yes. That was one of the reasons I thought, because at the retreat, I had a 28 count with me. And I had a couple plans about what I was going to do. I talked to some people and they said, oh, that might be difficult to do for your first 28 count. Maybe try something a little easier. So when I saw this, I'm like, this might be the perfect thing to do for my 28 count. So this is 28 count mushroom Lagana. And it took me a while to figure it out, but the more I got into it, I loved it. And I will continue to probably use it. On these, I'm going to definitely use it. And hopefully by the time I'm through these, I will be a lot more comfortable. And I loved how it turned out. And I was so proud that I actually did a 28 count. So
I also bought some 28 count fabric. So I'm going to try doing mine on some 28 count as well. So
I found out for me what worked best was I had an urge hoop, put it on the hoop, because usually I stitch in hand. For that, I decided to just put it in the hoop. And I'm just doing one at a time and taking my time. And I use my magnifier on my light, and it was
turned out beautiful.
It was slower, but like everything else, you'll get quicker, I think, as you do it. So that was my big 28 count finish.
Yeah, cute.
So
yeah.
You had some finishes.
I have one finish. So this is what I was working on pretty much since the last time we did a Flosstube. Blooming Tiny Town from Hands On Design. Of course, I used Charles Crafty MC fabric, my favorite. I'm going to try and get it up here. It's a real long one. But so
you want to show all that
for this,
close up
for this, I had to do some, I call them fancy stitches. I don't know what they're actually called. But I had to do some French knots. So up here, you can see all my French knots that I did. And then the other thing I had to do that was a little difficult was the lazy daisies. That's this right here. If you can pull that up to the, I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, I have it right there in the middle.
But that was a tricky stitch for me, so, but I think they turned out okay. And then you had to do a French knot in the middle of those. And then of course attaching my buttons and some back stitching, which wasn't too bad. But
it's
yeah, that's my Blooming Tiny Town. So I just put in an order to Chantel today for the finishing piece for this. So hopefully next Flosstube I'll have this fully finished and I'll be able to show that. But it took me a long time with those stitches. I didn't know how to do so, but I figured it out. So
it's really cute.
I love all the colors. And I did change the color of this one house in the middle. It was a different color. I made it blue. So
I think yours, it was like a brownish or something.
Yeah, it was brown. I just felt like it wasn't popping.
She thought she wanted something a little more springy.
So I put a blue in there. But
yeah, with the Tiny Towns, even the one that I did, I mean, I didn't have as many fancy stitches as she did, but I had a lot of back stitches and things down here. They do have a lot of different types of
unique stitches.
And that one really did.
This one was really, I was having to watch some YouTube videos, how to do a French knot. My aunt showed me at the retreat because I had to do them for another piece. But this was a 4-strand French knot, and I Don't know. I looked to, find a YouTube tutorial. I kind of just made it up. I don't know if it was right, but they turned out like they look good. So
I think they look
that's
really good.
all that matters.
They look really good, and
yeah,
it was definitely. I think it was something different that.
Yeah.
We were looking up videos and.
Yeah.
But I think they turned out really nice.
Yeah.
So whips.
Whips. How many do you have?
I have 2 whips.
I also have 2.
Which the one we're going to talk about for tonight.
Oh, I guess I have 3.
Okay, then go ahead and do yours because I only have one other one.
So this first one I don't really have a ton to say about. This is Bunny Bakery. I have only a few stitches into it so far. I got distracted with Blooming Tiny Town, but I got the little piece of cake stitched in the tabletop. So that's all the farther I've got. I do have the pattern.
You can show you the pattern if you're not sure what Bunny Bakery came. It was a monthly. That's okay.
I actually don't think I have.
It came from Stitch Quarterly.
From the Stitch Quarterly. So I don't know. Bunny Bakery season has kind of passed, I feel. So
it might
sit on the back burner till next year. But
sometimes that happens.
I started it a little bit and it's all kitted up and everything. Yeah. So okay.
Mine is I'm working on another Quaker. I'm doing the spring Quaker. And I'm doing it on some fabric I got there. It's 18 count sand dollar. And here's the spring Quaker. And I'm about a third of the way maybe done with it. And I love the Quakers. I love how they...
So pretty. I love the color of that thread.
The, what's it called? Blooming Crocus?
Blooming Crocus.
There it is.
I love the color.
So, I think when I'm done, she's gonna... work on that.
Yeah, she actually gave me the Blooming Crocus
floss. I had extra. I actually bought 2 sets of Blooming Crocus.
So I have the floss.
So
I probably have.
So I bought the finishing kit. I had bought the floss ahead of time because I was afraid I wouldn't get it. So then when the finishing kit came out, I'm like, well, now I need to buy the finishing kit. So I'll just give Katie the floss. So yeah, so that's that. I like it.
And my next one is by Primrose called Mayflowers. It's just a cute little stitch. I just started this last night because I finished up my Blooming Tiny Town and I just wanted to start something quick. So I got my little watering can started. Look how cute it is. Cute. So this is this all right here is Punchberry by Gentle Arts. And I don't think you can see it, but it is variegated.
Yeah.
You can see all the colors like shifting as you go through. I just love that. So I'll have this. I actually did buy a finishing piece for this too, so maybe next time it'll be fully finished.
What was it? It was what the name of that one? There was
there
was a name that she had on there. I remember you said, but yeah, it was one of Chantel's pieces.
One of Chantel's pieces.
She ordered what? Three different pieces.
3 pieces. Yeah. Blooming Tiny Town, Mayflowers, and the spring stitching seasons from Stitching with the Housewives that I showed last time. I finally bought a piece for that. So I'm hoping next week to have all 3 of those.
We better share that next time.
Put together. I don't know. That's a lot of finishing for me, but
that is a lot. But
it needs to be done.
Needs to be done.
Must be done.
Yes. And then our next one is we called it a whip, but it's not really even started yet.
But it will be started tonight.
Yes. We are going to be joining with Nicole Spores, sew along the biscornu.
The biscornu.
So hopefully you all know what that is. It's been all over Facebook and everywhere else.
So we're going to do it with the summer basket. Is that what it's called? Yeah, the summer basket. So that's coming on just probably very, very soon. So we're going to watch Nicole's Flosstube tonight. And
we've never made a biscornu.
We've never made a biscornu. I have all my floss.
But we just thought, hey, we're going to try this. We can do
fabric.
This. I know Nicole's really good about giving directions.
So we're going to try it.
What's your fabric?
My fabric is going to be a 16 count Country French Cafe Mocha Ada.
I love that.
So it's a 16 count. But
I love that fabric.
Just had this in my storage.
Your storage.
My storage unit.
All right, and I'm going to be doing, what is mine called? It is 16 count.
It doesn't really have a name. This is just Charles Craft.
It's a Charles Craft DM. Yeah, Charles Craft DMC. But I thought there wasn't a name.
No, I don't think there is.
Just natural. Just natural. It's a little lighter, I think, than maybe the pattern called for, but
that's what she has to work with.
But I think, I mean, if you look at it,
should be all right.
I don't know. Maybe it is too light. I don't know. So that's what I planned right now, and I think we both have our floss all pulled.
Yeah, I just bought mine on the way here tonight, so I still need to bobbinate, but
So hopefully next time we can share with you our
progress at least. It won't be finished.
It will be finished because I think it's a 4-week sew along that she's doing, and she'll go through all the instructions. And if you're watching her, she's done like a fall one already, or in a spring one, I think.
Yes,
and they're really pretty,
really cute. So that'll be fun and something different.
Yeah,
that we haven't done before.
So my next thing is my quilting, and last time I was showing you the So Happy. I showed you the blocks. Well, I have the blocks all sewn together. I'm actually ready to quilt this, but I didn't want to start it before I showed you what I have. So I can take this side. So we'll kind of hold it up. Hopefully you can kind of see. So there it is, all put together. We'll just kind of slide it back and forth. So it's all put together, and it has, now the border was supposed to be, I think it was 3.5 or maybe 4.5. And I just made a 3 because the spot I have I want to put it in my sewing room. I think it was going to be too big on the wall in that spot. So I just kind of cut that border down a little bit. But these are all Lori Holt fabrics. And like I said, I'm ready to quilt it. So hopefully next time I'll be able to share with you what the finished product looks like. And then one other thing that I'm working on for quilting is, I've been working on this probably, I don't know, maybe since last summer, or I don't remember when I started. It's been a while. I'm making a king size quilt for my bed, and the last quilt that I made was actually the first quilt I ever made when I started quilting, like years and years ago. So there's definitely like mistakes in it, and you know, it was just like
wear and tear.
Yeah, wear and tear, and I just kind of like, it was just learning. So I thought it's time to do a new quilt, and I wanted something a little brighter because the other one was more of a darker color, so I wanted a brighter one. So when I was watching Fat Quarter Shop the one day, they had Camille Roskelley on there, and she was talking about her Swoon quilts. Oh my gosh, I just fell in love with it. So this is an example of a Swoon quilt, and I'm going to be using her Dwell fabrics. I should say I did use her Dwell. It is all completed. I have it all finished, and on mine, I did 4 and 4. So it's a lot bigger than what this one is shown. I just made it bigger so it would fit my bed. And my sister, Susan, has a long arm machine, and we're going to be working on quilting it this weekend. And then once I get it quilted, I'll be able to do the binding on it, and it's going to be about done. So I'll be excited to try to show it to you next time, because it is, like I said, it's a king size quilt. It's really large because I wanted to make sure that it was going to fit our bed well. I love the Dwell fabrics. They're like bluish, and there's greens and a little bit of pinks and reds, and but it's more on the blue line, and it's really beautiful. So I will have that to share with you hopefully next time too. Yes. So those are my 2 quilting projects.
Quilting projects.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to move on to the haul.
The haul. We had quite a bit of haul.
The haul is, my haul is heavy due to the Crafty because she had so much stuff there.
She had so much stuff that you wanted to bring home.
I just wanted to bring it all home with me, and so I did. Can you blame me?
No, I can't blame you. Do you want to start?
I guess I'll start. Do you want me to go through all of them?
No, well,
fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so this first one, Mom bought one of these, and I bought 2 of these. These are the berries from Hands On Design. So we have...
There's kind of a glare.
I know.
You can hold it up.
Strawberry. What's this one? Blackberry. And the blueberry.
And it's another project that we're going to
do at some point. I don't have any... This is not in my scheduling plans at this point in time, but...
We just saw them. They had them all there.
And we thought, why not?
And we're like...
Because I've been wanting to do these.
We've seen them and wanted to do them.
Yeah. So that's my first item.
My first items are fabrics. Like I said, that they had a lot of fabrics there, so I'll share these fabrics with you. This first one was one that Jody did, one of the Steel City Stitchers. And I don't even have a plan for it, but it is a 16 count Ada. Is it 16 or? Yeah, 16 count Ada. It's like a reddish, well, it's almost more of an orange, but it's mod. I thought like for a Halloween project or something. How pretty would that be?
So I love that.
So she had a lot of like really beautiful colored different fabrics. The next piece I have is they had 16 count juniper. These are the ones that Kathy Haberman is using for hands-on design for the
Botanical bee.
Botanical bee, the beautiful botanical bee that many people are in love with. So that is the juniper.
I love that color.
And she said she's going to come out with something else to do with this. So I just thought I'm going to pick up this little piece. I don't know what I'll use it for, but
it's there in case you need it.
I just thought I'm going to get it because it was there. The next thing I got was, this is a 16 count clear sky. And I thought this would be a nice one. I thought for Seaside Tiny Town.
Oh, yeah.
Or the Frosty Tiny Town.
Or the Frosty Tiny Town.
So one of the tiny towns, but I also thought how beautiful it was.
Yeah.
Like I said, their fabrics were just... And then my last fabric...
So many fabrics.
This is an 18 count. I guess it's... What's this? Oh, Atomic Ranch, it's called.
Atomic Ranch.
It's more of the red, so you can kind of see this was the orange, and then this is more of the red. They're similar, but what my plan was with this, I did the Valentine Quaker last year, as it calls for, with the white fabric with the pink thread. I forget what the thread was called, but I had seen somebody, I think it might have been Nicole Spoor, did it with red fabric on white thread, with white thread. So that was my plan, is to get this to maybe do that Valentine Quaker again using the red fabric and using white thread. Because my original one I gave to my son Richard for their engagement party. So I wanted to make one for myself, and I just loved hers. So those were my 4 fabrics. I mean, I could have spent, you could have spent.
Oh my gosh.
On fabrics.
The fabrics were beautiful. So many.
Yes.
Any count, linen, Ghana, whatever, Ada, whatever you wanted. In any color.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Okay, what do you have next?
My next one, I have a patriotic moment coming here. Patriotic Quaker. Look at this beauty. And I also splurged on the finishing kit. So I have this ready to go. And then I also got at the Crafty U, hopefully it's in here, this little pin I found also at the Crafty U. This little American flag pin I'm going to put in the top of this whenever it's finished. So that's my Patriotic Quaker haul.
Yeah. Yes. That's a great one.
Another cute.
Another item that I bought was, this was influenced by a table mate, Melanie. She did this called Patriotic Parade, and they've actually shown this since then on Fat Quarter Shop, that they have it in stock, and I was like,
it is adorable.
Melanie, you're an influencer.
She is an influencer.
Yes.
I would have never looked twice at this, honestly.
No.
But they did have like a little finish of it up there. Oh my gosh, it was so cute.
It's so cute. And then when you buy it, everything you need is in there. Your thread, your fabric, there's like a button, I think. Everything you need to finish this is inside there. And like I said, I know Fat Quarter Shop is selling them.
Called Patriotic Parade. Yeah,
and you could buy them through the Crafty U also. But Melanie finished hers, and it was adorable.
Really, really cute.
Adorable, yeah. So I'm excited to get to that at some point, because I love patriotic. So
I have another patriotic moment. Welcome to the patriotic segment of our show. Patriotic picnic from Primrose. I think last time I had finished my carrot farm. So this is like a sister piece to that, in the same series. So I'll be able to use the same finishing piece. So, this is on my list to do next, probably. Because it's almost summertime. It's time to get these summer pieces
Time to get the patriotic things going.
So,
was there another one of those you purchased?
Yeah, I think I showed it last time. I got a fall one.
Oh, yeah, the fall one.
Yeah.
Because since you'll have that fit, and she can kind of rotate.
I'll just keep rotating it out.
They're so cute. My other thing was this was the Fat Quarter Shop Club for the Stitching with the Housewives. The first one I think I showed last time was rabbits. And now they're out with the daisies.
Love those.
And actually today on the Fat Quarter Shop, Kimberly did the finishing for rabbits and kind of talks you through how to do this finishing using that piece from Hobby Lobby. I have the piece. I just have not got to stitch any of these yet. But I am in the club and I'm collecting all the patterns that I like to do.
As one does.
As one likes to do.
And then this was my favorite item that I purchased the entire retreat from the Crafty U. This is from, I never have heard of this place before, Counting Puddles. And it is a modern botanical wedding sampler. So I'm going to put me and Alex's initials here and then our wedding date and then do all this beautiful flowers around it. This is going to take me some time. It was pretty big.
It's beautiful.
It's also on 28 count, which I don't stitch on 28 count yet. So I need to do my monthly minis and get up to par on my 28 count stitching before I can start on this, because this is going to be a very important piece. I don't want to mess it up.
Yes.
So this is going to be a long-term thing, but I'm very excited about it, and I can't wait to do it eventually.
It's beautiful.
It's so pretty. They had it all stitched up there. All of these ones from, what's this, Counting Puddles.
They're so pretty.
So pretty and so detailed. Really, really gorgeous.
I've never seen their stuff before either, but
Really
they kind of
gorgeous.
almost had like a trunk show there of all their different designs.
And the patterns are like really high quality and color. So that's always a perk.
Yes, we love the color patterns.
Yeah.
I also ran into these patterns. Again, I had seen them online. It's from the Noteworthy needle. This one is Charming Couple. And you can customize it to whoever you're making it for. My plan is to do this for my son and his fiance. They're getting married next year. And the cool thing is it comes with these charms, and then you put them, once you do your stitching here, then you add the charms into it and you customize it for the couple that you're doing it for. They also had one called the Charming Child, which I'm not ready for that yet, but hopefully down the road I will be. So I love these. I thought these patterns were really nice.
The charms in the back are really nice.
Yeah, it really kind of makes this pattern. Do you have anything else?
I have one more thing. So this is my bag that I won from Chantel, right?
Yes.
Yes, I won this off of her Flosstube. I couldn't believe she picked me. I mean, how beautiful is this bag? It's fabric. It's got this nice lace trim. It's got this little angel zipper pin. And this is from Barbara John's Creations. So if you want a nice high quality bag, go check out Barbara John's.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw
I mean,
Chantel's.
look how adorable
She had
that Project Bag Parade.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was so
Show
thrilled.
the back of it too.
I was so thrilled because this was like my second project bag that I had. So I was definitely in need of one, and she came through for me. So thanks, Chantel, if you see this.
I don't know, and I don't even think we made this connection actually till right now. So at the retreat, it was, so keep your bag out here, but it was my birthday. And so my sister bought me something I want to show. My niece brought me something, and Katie and Richard brought me something that I got at the retreat. But my sister bought me this retreat bag, and I can't believe it.
Is it the same one?
It's made with the same fabric. Look, I didn't even realize it till when you were sharing it. I'm like, I think
that's so funny.
which, you know, my name's Robin. My sister got me this, of course, because this says Robin's all through it. But I did not even realize
that's hilarious.
till you pulled that out. I'm like, well, that's the same fabric I have. This one's made by Dot Dot Goose.
Dot Dot Goose. But they use the same fabric.
But I love that fabric.
Oh, that's so cute.
I didn't even realize it till right now, till you pulled that out.
Yeah, so
we both ended up with
our
some cute project bags. But this is from Susan, so thank you, Susan, for that.
Thanks, Susan. Thanks, Chantel.
Thanks, Chantel. And now I'm going to thank Denise. Denise, my niece, also got me something. She was at the retreat with us. I think I showed this to you last time, the chubbies. I bought all the different chubbies, the chubby fox, the chubby bee. Well, I needed a finishing piece, and they had this there, and they had the chubbies in it.
Crafty U.
Another Crafty U purchase.
Everything sponsored by the Crafty U.
Yes. They had this frame, and so you finish your piece inside the hoop, and then it goes in the back, and then you just cover your back with fabric or however you want to cover it. And that would be your finishing piece. So my plan is, Denise bought me the frame. I'll finish my chubbies into this, and I'll have it my finishing piece. So I actually had this, my chubbies inside my bag from Susan. So I have those together. And then my other present was from Richard and Katie. I've been wanting this. I kept telling them I wanted it. They've talked about it on Primrose the one day. It is the Sprocket
Printer.
Sprocket Printer. Came in this box. Looks like this. I mean, how cute. It comes in different colors. I mean, I don't know if you want to talk about anything about what you
they had pink, they had purple, and then there was like a silver. But we just got it on Amazon, you know.
So you just download the Sprocket app onto your phone, which I did, and then it attaches or connects to your photos, your photo library. And then you just pick the photo you want and press print, and it comes out. There's little photo paper that you put in here. It comes in little packs. They got me some extra photo paper. So it comes in these little packs. You just pop that open and put these little packs of paper. And there's like 4 more packs of paper. But I want to show you what I was doing. I told her, you know, why I wanted this. So I'll show you what I did with it. I have my cross stitch journal. And I've had this for a while, and I had set it up, but I wasn't real good at keeping it up. But I had put everything in it and was like putting my information in it. So what I am doing now, and I think they kind of talked about it on Primrose, is printing off pictures of my projects. So here's my year of celebrations, my April I printed off, and the paper, photo paper has sticky on them. You just peel off the back.
That's so neat.
And then it sticks into your book. So here's another one I did of my tiny town.
Spool.
So I did that. And it's just kind of a way for you to keep a record of your, because you kind of forget like when you did stuff. This one is another one I did, flying lessons. Took a picture. These were pictures I had on my phone, and so I just went ahead and printed them off. My Quakers, printed those 3 off that I've done. That was the one I did for my son, and then the bee and the winter one. And then here is my monthly mini, the one that I just did. So, nope, my dogs are gonna bark. So I just had a blast, you know,
printing off your
printing
pictures.
off that, and I think it's gonna be fun to keep. Oh, and then the other thing I did was I decided to keep, since that was our first retreat, I decided I'm gonna keep a record of our retreats.
Oh, that's us.
Yeah, that's us at the retreat. A picture of us with our retreat piece. So I'm going to try to keep a record of our retreats and when we went. So I'm going to keep that inside my book too. So I just love my little camera.
It's very convenient.
I thank Richard and Katie for getting me the camera and the printer, I guess it is. It's been perfect. So
yeah,
I think
that's all I have.
That is all we have. So
hopefully next time I'm planning on coming with some nice FFOs to share with you all.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you know.
It was a busy couple weeks, and it's going to get busier the next few weeks with the wedding and all that. So you just have to bear with us, and we'll try to, you know, keep up every 2 weeks is our plan. So
that's what we're aiming for. This one was a little longer, but
yeah. But we were happy that you joined us, and we look forward to talking with you again. And hope you have a good couple weeks.
Couple weeks. Good evening, and the rest of the in the next couple weeks. Cheers.
Cheers. Bye-bye.